Hi everyone and welcome again to another movie from our series Windows 7 and 8 Tips and Tricks. What will drive us to become more professional and more comfortable of using Windows. With Windows 8, a lot of stuff become more easy. Even set up your system and gathering information from our system. Today we will learn how to gather informations using Windows 8, and how can we set up our audio settings, how can we install programs, old programs and the Metro apps, and how can set up our default program and have a look at easy of access options. So let's start and have some fun. So how can we gather information in Windows 8? So from this start menu, start screen, we go to the top or bottom right hand corner, and so we see the shape and go to the setting. Go top and click in tiles. Take us to the setting of our tiles, and from here I will turn on our administrative options. So by clicking that and go out, click anywhere in the background, wait a second, and new tiles appear in the right hand corner. Just scroll to the left, to the right, and you can see all the administrative tools available here for you. You can have a look at them and see what you can do, what suit your needs. What's the important for me at the moment is system informations. By clicking that tile will take me to the desktop, because it's desktop application, it's not a Metro app. As you can see here in the window have left side we have some category, and on the summary you can see here in the right hand corner all the informations about your operating system, Microsoft Windows 8 Pro, and a lot of informations can be helpful for you. It's really details, a lot of details in here. You can see here on the bottom the BIOS model and lots of stuff, lots of informations. You can use that informations. If you are, for example, an administrator, you can save you administrate a network, you need to save the informations for each computer in your network. If you have, for example, more than one computer, you need to save that informations or print them by going to file. For example, you can print or export, for example, export it. As you can see here, you can save all that informations. Just take them to the desktop, for example, save them to the desktop. Let's say take them to the desktop. You can call it, for example, whatever you want, as you can see here, it's a text file, will be saved as text document. I will call it system. Okay, and I will save it, and now all my information will be saved as a text file. It's a lot of data, can be very helpful. And just while it's saving, there is another way to get some basic informations. For example, if you want just a little bit of informations, you can go down to the down left hand corner, and you will see the starts appear. Right click on that one, and you can go here. For example, you can see we have a lot of elements. There is a control panel, and there is something here called system. So this is if you want to just brief idea of what informations you have, what system you have. As you can see here, it's Microsoft Windows 8, and you can see here your processor, your memory, and even your system type is 32 bytes. It's very important to know what operating system type. It's 32 bytes or 64 bytes, to know what kind of applications you can install, because sometimes you go and you wanna, for example, download application, and when you go to the website you find what kind of application you wanna type. It's the same application, but what type, the 32 byte or 64 byte, and you don't know, and you download, for example, the second one 64 byte, because you will think it's because 64 it's better, and you will say, okay, just keep the better and don't need to download the 32. Maybe 64 have more options. It's the same, but 64 or 32, it's based off what operating system type you have. And then when you download the 64 and you come and you open that application and you wanna install this application, the system will give you a message: we can't install that application, it's different type. So, and then you will go back and download the 32 bytes. It's lose of time, and so you will do your work twice. So better to know what's your operation system type. In my case it's 32. That means anytime I want to download any kind of application, I need to be sure that application is 32 or 64 before I download it. As you scroll down, you can see some more basic informations. As you see here, for example, if you are part of a home group, you can see it in here. You can see here the full computer name, IT system, as you can see here. For example, you can have description in here. So by going to, for example, change, as you can see I don't have description. You can go to that link, change setting options, and they're going to take you to another small dialog window to change some informations. For example, as you can see here, the computer, as you can see here, the computer description, you can change it from that little window by typing, for example, IT. Okay, it's IT systems, for example, author. Okay. So just type it like that, save it, and it's done. You have now description is added to your machine. As you can see here in the bottom, this is the Windows activation, if it's activate or no. So you can see here in the bottom left hand corner, you see the performance. We saw that stuff in previous videos with Windows 7, but you can see here is a little bit different in here, and you can see here your performance of our component, RAM, processor and stuff. So this is a brief idea of your how to know some informations about your system. You didn't finish yet. Let's see here, our data is saved. Now I can save it somewhere, send it to someone, and all my informations about my system it's saved. So there is another way to have more. This is the file I created. So let's see what's inside. You can see here all the informations available in here. So it's a huge file, have a lot of data, but it's very good for you. So there is another way to gather some other informations. I showed you that before in previous video in Windows 7, but there is no problem to show it again. Go in, right click and go into run, and type in dxdiag. That command give you some informations. When you get that message, Okay, click yes. Give you a lot of informations about your component. As before, we have informations about system, so now we need to have informations, gather informations about our components, our devices. So after that window appear, I don't need to read anything because I know you can have a look and read what's your processor and your RAM and stuff like that, display, a lot of stuff, DirectX. You can have a lot of information. As you can see on the top, there is different tabs, but I need to save that informations. So now start gathering the informations, and will give me the possibility to save them in a file, the same way I did with the other application, but that time it's different. More, maybe it can be less, maybe it can be more in different way. You understand what I mean? Now it's I can see, call them device info and save them as well. So now I have two files. I have my system informations and I have my device informations, and all of them saved in my desktop. This is the second one. So you can have now more informations. So even the system is appear in here, but some can be helpful. So this is if you are an administrator or even just normal user, and you have more than computer in your home. Your children have computer, your wife and stuff like that, and you need to save different know the difference between each systems, in case if anything happen and you need to download drivers or something like that. So the second option we have here, we have the audio settings. How can we manage and do the settings about our device, audio device? So by going to the settings, go to the top or bottom right hand corner. By going to the setting, you can see here that icon. This is if you wanna make it up or down. So this is the volume if you want to change it. So but this is all you can do in the Metro app. If you want more settings about your audio device, you need to go to the all desktop. So and go into the right bottom right hand corner, and by clicking there you can see the same option here, but there is some more. For example, as you can see here, you can make your audio up and you can hear that sound. Okay, make it down, and even you can make it muted, and like that you will not be able to hear anything in your system. So by going to mix it, you can see here something cool I want to show you. So by going to the mixed, you will see a different kind of audio setting. So while it's opening, I will go and open an audio file to show you something. For example, let's say that audio file, I will open it. So just close it now. And now this is the mixed. As you can see here, we have a lot of options. We have here the system sound and a lot of other options, the speaker, and we have the VLC. So that one, it's by default, it's not appear, but if you open, just I show you now, I close that application. As you can see here, it's disappear from that list now. If I open it again, will be appear again.
In the midnight moonlight,
I will pause it for a second. As you can see here, it's appear again, and I can control the sound from here. As you can see here, I can make it down. So you said, what's the silly thing he's showing us? But I will show you something important. For example, if you control the sound from here, now the sound will be like that forever until you come again and change it. This is if you want to control the sound of each application. For example, the media player. Open the media player and control it the same way. For example, if you have another application have a sound on it, you can control it like that. For example, if I come to that application VLC and run it again, you will hear it a little bit quiet. You can hear me talking, and even you can make it more quiet like that. You can hear me much better. And if you go here and you make the sound, as you can see here, you make the sound like that's up. Even you make it up will not be up more than the control you made here. This is the maximum. That level in here will be the maximum until you come and you make it up again. So this is very handy way if you want to have for example working, for example the same way I'm working now, and have a music and will not be bothering for example you listening to me. So this is a very handy way to control your audios and manage them. So let's close that audio, close that one, and close the mixed, and like that, and continue our settings with the audio. By going to the control panel, go to the bottom left hand corner and right click, and go into the control panel to see more settings about the audio. By going to the hardware, as you can see here, click there. You can see here some options here, like excuse me, I click in networking. By going to hardware and sound, by going to the hardware and sound and click there, you're gonna see here a lot of options and autoplay, and a lot of options you can change by clicking in autoplay. For example, let's say that little window up there, you can control your autoplay on it, and settings, a lot of settings about it. By going back, you can go to sound. For example, let's say show you something. In the sound we have the autoplay playback like that. You can see here the devices. I have two devices connected, speaker and another one. And as you continue the recording, this is what my devices, recording devices, my microphones. As you continue to the sound, there is something very beautiful in here. We have here the Windows, the system sounds. That means any actions happening in Windows, for example when you get a message, for example from the system, you can hear sound like 10 or something like that, and then you go and read that message. You can control the sound of that elements from here. And even, for example, close, when you close a program, open, you don't hear anything, but by going here, select the element, close program, and go down, you see there is none. By clicking there and select one element, just select any sound, I don't know what it looks like, and play it. As you can see here, this is when you send something to the recycle bin. This changes and have something else. Play. That sound is when I get message. So let's have something else. Change it and play. No, I don't like that. So go, you just play with them and see what suits you. No. So do like that one. No. No. So go down. That one. This is if you wanna call someone. So so that one looks fine. But anyway, just keep playing until you find what suits you, and if you like any sound, just leave it. And now I make it back to none, and I keep going, scroll down. As you can see, you can even control, for example, when you open a program, go to O, it's here, it's open program. When you open any program, what sound you want to have. It's really very handy way to control the sound, and now have sound everywhere. So as we continue, we go to communications. A lot of computers become now at those days we use them for our communications, for phone, for Skype, for chatting, video and audio stuff like that. And it's really good if you when you get, for example, a phone call in your computer, in your tablet, in your laptop, anything like that. When you get a phone call or a communication from kind or another, the better if you have any other application have a sound, for example media player or VLC playing in the background. So when you get the call, better to have the sound of other application down, the volume down or muted. So like that you can get the phone like that directly without going and mute them manually. So by in this window you can select, for example, reduce the volume of other sound to 80%. So this is what's by default, and for me I prefer to mute them. And like that, when I get any call, any communications, the system will turn off the sound of other applications, other devices. So when you finish, all you need to do is click OK, and your new settings are set up. So I close that and I come back to see what next. Next thing is how we install programs in our Metro app. In previous videos in Windows 7 we show how to install programs in normal environment in all desktop. Gonna see that in a moment, but before we go on there, let's see how can we install programs from our Metro app. Let's see, go to any application you want to install. Let's say from here or from all programs. Let's say that one I downloaded today and I install it. Let's say I right click on that application to see what options I have in the bottom, and one of them is install. That's simple as that. And a message tell me if you want, are you sure you want to install that application. If you do install, the application will go on. Very simple and very easy with the Metro apps. You don't need to go here or there. Very easy and not complicated if you don't want that application. And as you remember, when we install that application, it's without any progress bar or anything, just installing directly without next, nothing. The same here, if you click install now without any other next, and the application will be removed from your system. I will not delete that one. So, and for the other programs, for other applications, for example the desktop applications, the old environment, let's say do add, remove. This is we have no applications, but see if we have any settings appear here. Let's say we have some applications here. This is other Metro settings. See in the right hand corner we have add, remove, programs. As you can see, that one, by clicking there, or going to the control panel directly, but this is another handy way using the search bar to make it more fast, more easy for you. So save some clicks. So this is the list of programs available in that machine. You can have less, you can have more, you can have nothing if you don't install any applications. So you can very simply go down, select the one suit you, you don't want anymore, and right click and remove, the same way we did in program in previous videos in Windows 7. So don't lose time with that and keep going our lessons. So how can we set the default programs? It's the same way we did with Windows 7, but we can do it again, no problem. So by going to the search, just I want you to be comfortable with that environment, using the search bar and stuff. Clicking default. So by clicking there, we have one application here, default programs. Let's see what settings we have. We have some other settings. We have this is the same application. Change default printer, set your default program. So this is looks close to what I want to do. By clicking there, will take me to the old environment. As I mentioned before, it's the same application we use in Windows 7. Just that interface give me the possibility of using the program and set it to be the default. Let's say for example music. So for example music, when I click on music, I will set that application to be the default application for me. So just click in set that programs. If you follow with me, you know, you watch the previous movies, you understand what I'm doing now. So now that program is set by default, it's become the default program for running the audio applications, the audio files. As we continue now, movie, for example, let's say for example reader. This is the default it's by default. So as you can see here is the default one. So now let's say I want to open the audio files using music app, and I want to open the MP3 files using VLC. How can I do that? By going to where this is control panel, programs and default programs, and set default programs. By clicking to default programs here, they will take me to that window. So like that, by clicking to associate file of type, by clicking there will take me to that window. It's the opposite of the previous window. Will give you possibility of select a file, and then set what's the program will be opened. Set what program you want to be the default for that file. But before we continue, let's say our settings is applied for the first one. So by opening my file, as you can see here, this is audio file. It's become like, you can see the icon. It's the icon of music app. So now it's because it's the default one. And let's see what we're gonna see, what we can do, and what will happen after choosing, for example, MP3, because that file, as you can see here, let's see to be sure, it's MP3 file. So scroll down until you find the MP3, because as you can see here, it's alphabetic order. Scroll down and until you find the program, the extension you're looking for. In my case, it's MP3. this is MP3, and on the top right hand corner you can see here change program. By clicking there, you will get all the audio programs installing in your machine, and you gonna select the file you want, the application you want. In my case it's VLC. So now it's set up, and let's see, give it the progress in the bottom to set the new setting up. Just give it a moment because it didn't select a lot of programs, just one. And now we finish, and I close that one and see what we have here. The icon is changing, and when I open it, it's open by VLC. So this is how you can set your default programs in Microsoft Windows 8. So first I want to show you something, finally I want to show you something very handy. Sometimes you find hard to view the screen for a reason, on some people they can't see them screen very good, and some they can't hear, and Microsoft Windows, Microsoft think of them because they need to use the computer too. So this is why they come in with a collection of accessibility options. So by going to search field and type in easy of access, you're gonna see here couple settings. This is that applications. It's make everything on your screen bigger. No, it's not that one. So let's click on that one. They will take you to that screen. This is a Metro app. If you remember, this is the setting, your PC setting. If you don't wanna get it like that, you can very easy go to your setting like that and click in PC setting. See here, we can reach it from here, easy of access. It's the same application, but we get it from different way. Now as you can see here, we can have a lot of options available. For example, first one is high construct. As you can see here, the background is white, and the writing is writing is black. As you can see here, we can change it. Give it a second and we'll be please wait. So, and then we can see the difference. You can see now the background become black and writing in white. You know, this is can be more easy to see. So change it back again. So it shows you just different options, and up to you. You know, select what suits you and what you'll be comfortable with. This is if you want to make your writing, everything in your screen bigger. With my display options, I can turn it on or off. You know, it's off. So as you scroll down, we have here the narrator. If you what you want to do when you hold on the Windows key and plus button in the keyboard, so you want to turn on magnify or narrator. Let's say magnify. So as you scroll down, you can see here other options. For example, when you go, for example, to Microsoft Word, Notepad, any applications like that, you can see the cursor become this nearly disappear. You will not be able to see it. So by selecting here some options, we have here you know, how your cursor you want it to be thin like that. By default it's 1. if you want it to be 5, like that. As you can see, it's become better now, looks better. You can find it in the application, the text applications. Can be go to 20 as you scroll down. As you can see, it's very handy. So now when you finish your settings, will be saved automatically. So, and you can close that application. There is some more. Let's say we go to search field again and see what we have. Easy of access. As you can see here, it's become bigger. Easy of access. So let's see what settings in the old environment. We have here change how, let's see, to see what's everything. Change how's your this is if you want to change how's your mouse. If, for example, you want your mouse let's see, or some options about your mouse. For example, you want it to be that size or that size or that size. This is the white one, this is the black one. You can select the size you want, and if you want it to be mixed, like mine, for example, I like that one, so I will select it. As you can see here, by clicking that time, it's not saved automatically. I need to apply because it's not Metro app. I need to click and apply. As you can see here, we'll keep going, changing the color. Can be more easy to see. So this is another way of makes things easy to see. Let's see, easy of access control center. Go to easy of access center. Let's see what we have in here.
Always scan this section.
So as you can see here, this is the narrator. The narrator will read everything in your screen. If you turn on start, for example, start narrator, let's see what options I have in the narrator.
Starting narrator. Narrator settings window. Focus on, press any key on the keyboard to hear the name of that key. Press caps lock plus F1 to review the full set of narrator commands. Press the tab key to navigate through the options. Press caps lock plus escape to exit narrator.
So, like that.
Exit narrator. Exit narrator dialog. Focus on yes button, Alt plus Y. No button, Alt plus N. Yes button, Alt plus Y.
So as you can see here, we'll
exiting narrator.
As you can see, can tell you what's the button focusing on, and what's the shortcut to do it even without using the mouse. So it's very handy way to everything happening in your screen can be handy. This is to set up the high construct. This is what we did before, black and white. This is the screen keyboard. So this is let's see, this is if you want to have the keyboard, you know, like that. You have the keyboard on the top, you can use it. So you need to close it like that. So like that. Let's come back to our easy of access. Or without it. Just last thing I want to show you is Magnified, and this is what I made before to be automatically on when I hold on the Windows key and plus in from the keyboard. Let's see what I can do with that. I will minimize everything. All I need to do is hold on the Windows key and plus in the keyboard. So as you can see here, it's a pair. As you can see here, it's now 100%. So let's see what I can do with it. Now it's 200% just with the shortcut Windows plus and plus from the keyboard. You can play with that with minus, Windows and minus, go back to the normal size, Windows and plus, go back to the 200 zoom in. You can see, as you can see, like you holding magnifying in your hand. So I show you other options, you know. So this is the magnify. Click on it and you can select the options from here. The view, you want it to be, for example, full screen, and like that you will have like full screen. It's on, and all you need to do is continue with your mouse. So this is a way to do. And with the Windows and minus, go back to your normal size. So let's see what the other view we have. So let's see, we have that one. You can see it in the top. Everything we visit appear on the top, but now it's as 100%. Hold on Windows key and plus will be 200. Okay, so minus again and go see the options. So let's see, we have here 100%, and with you can see what you can change it. And let's see, I want my that one. This is fine for me, I like it. I can see my full screen and even have that one. If I can't see anything, I can make it bigger like that. I can hold and magnify of in my head, you know, just make it small again. And by going that you don't want to see that rectangle anymore, just go and close. So this is a very handy way to see what's on your screen, and I think like that everyone can use Windows 8, use computer, even they can see the screen very well. So we come back to our start screen and continue our lesson from here.